What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Sky Factory 3. Inferno here with you. So, as you can see from last time, got a little bit more work done on the old reactor here. I've got all the center length parts done, the fuel rods, and the diamonds, in between, and got everything capped off on the top. Now I'm just at the point where I'm trying to finish filling this guy up with diamonds. It's just taking a while because it takes a lot. It takes a ton of diamonds to do what I'm trying to do here. So let me just go ahead and place what diamonds I have on me in here. Make sure it's filling everything up right. There we go. That side's done. Let's get a couple torches down here. Torches. There we go. And I guess I'll go ahead and deposit these last couple here. Cool. Yeah. So also last time we automated the nether star farm over here to collect us nether stars whenever we get below a stack, which is probably a lot more than I need, but whatever. I do, as you can notice, I do a lot more than I need, so it just fits, right? Sweet. So, in the meantime, basically what that meant was I had a lot of waiting to do for this. As I used up the diamonds and iron and stuff, I just kind of had to wait for it to refill. So in the meantime, I made some new toys and upgraded some of my other stuff and lots of cool things. So let's get into this, and we'll talk about some of that and look into what we want to do today. Awesome. So first things first, since I'm hungry, I'm going to go ahead and pull these guys out. I figured out what these do. They're actually super awesome food. So they basically just fill your hunger and your saturation completely up from whatever. You could be completely empty, dying of hunger, and it just fills everything up. So that's cool. So they're not totally going to waste, which is awesome. So I've also went ahead and upgraded everything as high as I can. Almost everything. Like, I didn't upgrade movement speed here because I don't really see the need for that. Because this draconic armor has upgrades that come with it. Night vision, which I didn't know about, which is cool for the darker dimensions. So I got that on now. Got a bunch of other stuff on the chest plate here. Flight speed modifier. Inertia cancellation, which is cool. So if you're moving real fast and you let go, you just kind of stop in place, which is cool. Bunch of other things. Some of them I messed with, some of them I didn't. You can set it to where you're always in flight mode, so you don't ever actually land. But then you don't ever actually walk either, which is maybe good in some situations, maybe not so good in other situations. Just real quick, we'll take a look at here. So this, you can modify your speed up to 200%, just regular movement speed, which is crazy fast. I guess if you're trying to run a long distance, it would be good to put on, but we don't really have to travel too far on foot these days, so left that off. So what I did is, like I said, I just upgraded these things all the way to chaotic, or to draconic level. The things that I felt like I needed, or that were actually going to benefit me. I also went ahead and made a draconic bow, which is wicked, and I've enchanted it with soulbound and infinity, which basically means I don't even have to carry arrows, and I can just shoot arrows all day long, which is awesome. So that's definitely going to be good times. The soulbound, I actually put on all this other stuff too. All my armor, this tool here that I'll talk about in a second, my flux capacitor that I've upgraded, all my draconic stuff basically. Basically what the soulbound does is that when you die, you don't lose those items. So when you respawn, you'll still have all that stuff, which is awesome. Because at some point here, I did figure out what those chaos dragons are, and apparently they're crazy powerful. So that's kind of why, besides the fact that I just had a bunch of time to kill, it's kind of why I've been working towards that. So yeah, the flux capacitor I upgraded to draconic level, um, which costs a bunch of awaken stuff if I remember. Yeah, a bunch of awaken core, awaken energy cores. So a bunch of expensive stuff there to upgrade that, but it doubles. Actually, looks like quadruples the capacity of it, which is sweet. And then actually, I haven't upgraded this yet. I could upgrade this all the way up to draconic level, which I don't even know how much storage that'll give that thing, which is cool. And then this guy is super wicked. This is it's a pickaxe, but it's also a weapon, and it breaks stuff crazy fast. Like even, I bet this doesn't stand a chance. Yeah, like 2 hits and it even breaks obsidian. So that's OP, super fun. But it's also got crazy attack damage. 105 attack damage, so that's actually better than even the sword is right now. But I think there's more ways to upgrade this too. I think this can get up to way bigger than that. I'm not sure. But this staff of power, to make that thing, took a lot. So basically first you have to have a draconic sword and a draconic shovel, and then a draconic pickaxe, and then you infuse all that stuff into, it turns into the draconic staff of power. And then I've upgraded that with the soulbound and all that stuff too. So sweet, that's where we are now. So basically, we're getting even closer to more than like Iron Man invincible. That's awesome. So today, what I want to do is I've made this block down here, the beneath teleporter, which is going to take us to the beneath dimension. And to make this thing beneath, I'm totally not spelling that right, am I? There we go. To make this, we need unstable ender pearls, which is easy enough, and then a bunch of compressed cobblestone, four quadruple compressed, which are 6,500 blocks apiece, and then a quintuple compressed, which is 60,000 blocks. What I did to do that is I just hooked up this thing to the system and made some recipes for the crafters to let that thing craft for me. It only took maybe 15 minutes or so with all the speed upgrades and the crafters to make these, which is way faster than you would ever be able to do it by hand, just because of the limited inventory space that you have. So let's hop in here and see what this is all about. Oh, here we go. So if I turn my night vision off, turn that off, boop. It's dark. It's dark in here, super dark. Let's turn that back on now. Definitely want to be able to see. So this thing is just like the craziest resource mine dimension that I've seen yet. Of course, it spawns all the enemy types plus this new enemy, this Gru guy. As far as I can tell, they're basically invincible. You go away, guy. Don't come after me. I'm pretty sure you can't hurt them, but they can hurt the crap out of you, even with all this armor and stuff on. There he is. Oh, get off me! See, like he's hitting my shield pretty hard there. And it seems like every time you basically touch the ground, he can spawn there. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but this is, as you can see, is a place to get basically all the ores, like vanilla type ores. But what I'm really coming down here for is to look for they're like dimensional shards to be able to make and create dimensions, which I'm not 100% up to date on. I was watching some videos on kind of like how-tos. I'm assuming I can find that stuff. Oh, get off! Get off! Leave me alone. Dimensional. So yeah, this stuff here is going to be pretty important for basically creating dimensions and then setting up options as far as how you want them to spawn, what kind of materials and monsters and biomes, and it gets pretty in depth. But I'm going to need a bunch of these dimensional shards to kind of get that off the ground. And probably the easiest way to get that is going to be this dimension here, if I can keep that guy from attacking me. But first I got to find him, right? So that's diamond. I was hoping to be able to find them in here. That's more prosperity. I don't really need that. Black quartz. What's this stuff? Inferium. So that's cool. Is this? It's diamond. Maybe I can't get it here. That's really going to upset me if I can't. It did say I could get it from the dimensional. I think that's if in the nether, if the nether spawned naturally and not void or end, same thing there. But obviously that's not in our scenario here. So this might be the only way to get it, is to build this void ore miner. And if that's the case, then I'm still gonna need to get diamond and iron ore. So I guess I can collect some of that while I'm here. Let's just does vein miner not work on this? It doesn't appear to. Not that it really matters with as crazy powerful as this thing is. Prosperity, that's gold. Redstone. Grab some more of this iron. Not really sure how much I need of it, but let's just grab what we can see here pretty close. And some diamonds. I'm still trying to keep my eye out for some of that other stuff because it would be nice to have. Get in the hole, dude. It puts the lotion on its skin. That really sucks if I can't just mine it. That would, I mean, I've never built that that miner thing either, so that'll be a learning process also. Let's just grab some more. Oh, you know what? I need silk touch. All right. Let's how do I get silk touch? Slime ball. Does it have to actually be slime ball? I guess I can't use rice balls there. And lapis. Okay. Alright, so let's get out our little magic teleporter here. Go back home. See if we can't cook up a silk touch real quick and collect some of that diamond. So I got slime balls here. Sweet. Thanks for the chickens. Guess I needed only one of those, right? Put the stuff in here. Let's I need a book and quill. Do I have any of those in here? Nope. Got some enchantments. So I need a book and quill. I should have lapis in the enchanter dude already. I also set this little thing up, this experience obelisk. It's pretty easy to make. And what this thing does is it allows you to get the exact amount of experience that you need. It's just a machine chassis, some solarium, this experience rod, solarium, and energetic alloy. But what this thing does is it allows you to, like if I stand here and just tap out a bunch of experience, you can see it slows down the levels. They get like exponentially longer to achieve, but they don't count down when you use the levels in that fashion. So basically what happens is, like if you can kind of see it here, if I deposit all my XP and I start taking out one level at a time, you can see it barely is ticking off at 55 levels. It's barely ticking off, like, what's that, 5 or 6%, maybe 10% of that, not even 10 probably, right? Less than 10% at level 55. So if I was to just have 55 levels in here and used 14, it's more like using like 50 levels. So it allows you to make better use, more efficient use of your experience. Enchantment costs 13. Let's get 2 more. 13. Silk touch. Need more lapis. No, actually I don't. I can just put it on. I don't want to put it on this. I want to put it on something different. So let's grab one of my other picks here. So this was my original pickaxe that I put a bunch of speed upgrades on to get to break like obsidian and stuff faster. And then I made this one when I started working on. I had to tear down all that stuff for the reactor, and this thing was breaking like all the time. Like every couple of minutes, I was having to go and repair it. So I made this one out of manulin and night slime, and I just made it unbreakable, so I could vein mine that thing down without having to go fix it all the time. But I think I'm going to put silk touch on that. I think I'm going to need maybe 6 levels. Let's see how many levels this takes. So let's put this pick in. Is that backwards? No. Can I not enchant that? What about this one? Okay, so can I put it on this? I can't put it on that. Okay. Well, I really don't. Okay, well, I don't really see why I couldn't put it on there. I just wasn't going to, because if this could vein mine, that would have been better, obviously. But if I can only do it to this one, then whatever. Do it. Let's get it done. Cool. So now let's go back to beneath, and I guess while we're in there, we can set a Did I already set one? Okay, I did. Sweet. Oh, get off me! Oh, that guy. I'm gonna have to figure out if there's a way to actually fight this dude, because that's gonna suck if he just is always a threat and no way to really do anything about it. Cool. So let's find some more diamond. Just a little bit. I don't need a crazy amount. Hopefully not while we're getting shot at by skeletons and stuff. There's a few there. There's a few here. And that's probably good enough to get started anyway, I hope. If not, we'll have to come back. So let's look at building a void ore miner. I think that's going to take... Where's my environmental... Oh, you know what? I know where it is. It's in here. My handy dandy pooch. My pooch. My ender pooch. Void ore miner. Multi-block machines mines ore from void. It costs a large amounts of energy. Lens can be colored to target different resources. Modifier cores. Bottom laser core must be able to see bedrock. Speed modifier decreases duration of time. Yeah. How do I just build this thing? So I'm gonna write this stuff down so I don't have to keep going back to this book. 24 structure blocks. $20 machine base. 2 laser cores. And 1 laser of whatever variety. 1 laser. And so my first goal with that thing is going to be to find dimensional shards. Preferred is a white lens. So I would like to get a white lens for that. So, alright, let's check that out. Let's see how crazy hard this is going to be. Environmental. Clear lens, white lens is a lens with bone meal. So that's pretty easy. A lens and clear glass, which is enriched sand, which is sand and nether quartz. So let's go ahead and teach this guy how to do that, because that sounds like we're going to need a bunch of that stuff. Or dictionary. Make sure that's the one, so we use whatever kind of sand that's able to. Probably just regular sand, but it's fine. So let's throw that in there. Let's get just a stack of that going for now. And what else do we need? A lens is just more of that glass. So I needed, how much of that total? 11? And that was just smelted, right? Yeah, okay. So I've got this handy dandy ultimate furnace I built here. This thing is awesome. Check this out. It cooks so fast. I don't know if I talked about this one or not. I made this when I started working on making a bunch of this stuff for the reactor. But I think it's from it's from Mystical Agriculture. And basically, it works just like the rest of Mystical Agriculture does. Um, you have to have an inferium furnace, which is a block of this and a furnace, and then it just stages up all the way through to supremium, and then another star for another wither skulls, 3 blocks of supremium, and the supremium furnace, and it's wicked fast. 9,000 efficiency. I don't even know what the conversion is, but 1 block of coal burns in here forever. And it burned. You can see it burns just so fast. So that's cool. That obviously doesn't go in there. Anyway, back to what we were doing. That was some kind of glass. Clear glass. So I need one of these. Get one of those. And then something like this, right? Oh, these two. Boom. Awesome. Clear glass. Put this in there. Put that in there. Put those in there for now. Sweet. So I got that. 2 laser cores. That's pretty easy. So I can see now I'm going to have a ton of this glass stuff. So let's go ahead and let's teach this thing how to do that too. So I'm going to have to use this. Grab a pattern. Just one. So I need that. I need a piece of this. Put the pattern in here. This goes in here. Not there. No, not there. Go away. How do I? Okay, just clear. Let's do that. One there and one here. When you're using this pattern encoder, it's for any recipes that require machines. I don't think I've actually shown. I kind of talked about it, but I don't think I've actually shown how to use it. You have to be very careful about the numbers, because if you tell this thing it needs 2 to make one of those, it's going to try to use 2, and that's probably going to screw up the furnace. But yeah, you just got to be real careful, very, very specific about the recipe when you put it in here, because if you make a mistake, it's going to try to do exactly what you told it. Put that in there, and then we want to put this in here somewhere, and this will fit in here. So then you have to put the pattern in a crafter that's touching a machine that's able to. It's got to be pointing to it, so you can see I've got it facing down. This is the opposite side of whatever it's facing, which is how you can tell that. So yeah, you have to put it in a crafter that's actually facing into a machine that's able to do that recipe, right? So that's a furnace. Obviously, that's how that works. And then there's an importer on the bottom of that thing that's tied back into the system to be able to pull the stuff out back into the machine, back into the refined storage. Sweet. So I needed 2 of those. Did I get 2? No, just 1. 2 of those. And let's go ahead and tell this thing to make like 3 stacks just to have it available. 20 machine base. All of your base. Basalt, alabaster, hardened stone. How do I get basalt from this miner that I'm trying to make? Okay. Alabaster, same deal. So I'm going to have to use stone, obviously. Hardened stone is regular stone and cobblestone. Okay. So how do I want to do stone, man. Stone. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to get another pattern. and teach this thing how to do that. Oh, see what I did there? I just made another pattern for that I don't need. Throw that away. Put this in here. Let's clear that out. Put this in here. So I'm going to need a cobblestone and a stone. Let's just do stone. Stone. Cobblestone. Actually, you know what? Well, yeah, I better go ahead and just do that, just so it's there. I have a bunch of, like, not a bunch, but like almost a stack of stone. But as soon as I say that, then I'm gonna need a bunch more. So might as well just go ahead and teach this thing how to do it, and then that goes in there. So that brings me to another point, just a little quick. How do you do this thing that I thought was a crafting grid is totally not. But what you can do is anything from you can get to this crafting tab from there. So basically, if you just teach it whatever it is you might need to be able to do with that thing when you're not at a grid, you can do it that way. So it's kind of a workaround. Anyway, I needed 20 of these guys, so that's a 1-to-1. Let's teach it that part too. This. I think I'm running out of crafter space here. Yeah. All right. Let me take that out for now. Where'd it go? Right here. Boom. Oops. And I guess while we're at it, might as well, not that one, this one. Teach it how to do that. Make sure this thing, I could teach it how to do the nuggets, but I'm gonna have to make more crafters. So I just throw a stack of those or 2 in there just so it's got plenty of nuggets. Sweet, so now I should be able to make a machine base. No. Oh, I gotta put the thing in. Dummy. You gotta put it in there before it knows how to do it. That's not it. Where did it go? Did I not? I might have thrown it back in the machine, the system. Anyway, so now I should be able to make 20 of those. 20. Go. Do it. And 24 structure blocks. Basalt, hardened stone, tier 1. So let's do that. I needed 24 of these. Need more hardened stone. Make me a stack of that. I taught you how to do stone, didn't I? Or did I take it out? I took it out. So let's take that out. Put that in. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and take all these cobblestone recipes out of there that I don't need in there right now. And I can pull those out later when I need them. Now this thing, right? Make me a stack of that. Go. Then I need basalt, not basalt. Is there a difference between these recipes though? Just the order of the way the stuff's in there. I see what you did there. All right, 24 of these. Awesome. Sweet. So that's that should be all the materials that we need for this thing. So if I do environmental, I needed got 2 of these. I needed 20 of these bases. My 2 laser cores. I gotta change my filter. My laser core. That's my lens, not laser. Clear lens? What? I'm so confused. That's these guys, right? Okay, laser core, these two, and a laser. Oh, I didn't finish the laser. Gotcha. A white lens. So is that? I guess that is the laser that it was talking about, right? Okay, laser lens. Okay. I wrote my notes that I wrote down didn't specify lens. Cool. All right, so I've got everything gathered for that. I'm going to go make sure I know how this goes together, and then when we come back on the next episode, we'll build this thing and see how it works. So, sweet. Hope everybody's having a great day today, and we will see you next time.